and welcome to Season Sisters. I'm Autumn.
I'm Summer. See?
Today,
Just
I know
interrupting you now.
no one else hears it, but you're doing it on purpose.
Only to annoy you.
I know, and it works
Only to be annoying.
every
Only to be
single time.
annoying.
I went from like a 3 to a 4. I'm just kidding.
Just instantly.
Instantly. What are we doing today? Pounders.
Pounders.
I love
Pounders.
I still say that these are good episodes.
These are really good episodes. It's just a lot. I'm not gonna lie, TLC's. I feel like this season is when TLC starts doing the Pounder sisters dirty.
They did Amy so dirty in this episode. It cracked me up. They're dramatic and messy AF.
I knew that it was coming because you talked about it coming, and then it happened, and it's literally like, oh my God, they did everything but zoom in and magnify it and be like...
They literally focused on the roach while she's sobbing, ugly, crying, and went like, do you see it? Yeah, we see it.
I started laughing so hard, and I felt so bad because she was like, I don't want to be giant roach. It was like, what are they
Did you see that there was a roach on the wall behind her as the organizers walked in?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
These women were so good. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and that's not even their jobs. They're not cleaners. They're organizers. It's a different job.
They're coming in to fold your bra and panties and be like, this is how this all fits in a drawer.
They're there to go like, hey, this bra has half of a titty missing. We might not need to save this.
It's like, this is a nippleless bra that didn't start out nippleless. Can we get rid of it maybe? Or
yeah, like we probably need to get rid of that. But
yeah.
All right. What are we doing? Season 3, episode 4, Heavy Hoarders.
Yeah, Amy must confront some demons from her past, some roach demons from her past. Tammy admits to a few cheat days, like a whole month, just before her first doctor's appointment since rehab.
I stand by that. A cheat day for Tammy is a day on her diet.
Right? No,
I talked to Gemini about it, and it said that she would have to be consuming, because I was like, it was like, are you writing a story? Because I was asking all this shit about like pounds and
what
stuff.
Are you doing?
It was like, what are you doing? And I was like, oh no, it's about 1,000-pound sisters. And she was like, all right, got it. And then she said like to gain 15 pounds, she would have to be eating like 8,000 calories a day or something like that. Because her natural like metabolic burn is like between 3,500 and 4,000 calories a day just to stay alive.
Can you imagine? That sounds like a great day. 8,000 calories. That sounds... That sounds
It sounds
great.
like your stomach would hurt and you'd be super gassy.
I'd probably poop myself. I'll be honest. I'd probably poop myself.
You stay pooping yourself.
I'd be pooping myself all the time.
You're stupid. You're stupid. All right. So we start off with Amy taking baby Gage outside to go swimming. He's adorable.
The Gages are so cute. This is the cutest baby.
There's still only one baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Gages. The
Gages.
Gage. The Gage. He looks so much like Michael that when he smiles, it's like, oh my God, that's Michael. And I would never look at Michael and say, what an adorably cute person. But I see it in baby form, like, oh, you almost made me want a baby, sir. He's so cute. In his water. Oh, he's adorable. And then, like, I don't know.
He is adorable.
He's so cute.
And then Amy goes to get Tammy to come with them, and she's like, "Do you want to come swimming with me, Aunt Tammy?" And Tammy goes, "Okay." And it's just like, you are such a miserable person. Like, just in general. I mean, the baby talk is a lot, but still.
Yeah, I've said it before. I can't stand people who baby talk anyway. Like, like I work with a woman who makes her voice super high pitched like a child, and it drives me insane. So
that's
baby talk is like
a defense mechanism.
Drives me crazy. It's like, do you guys want that or not? I'm like, oh, just talk normal.
Well, Tammy does that though. Tammy,
yeah, she does
a very high pitch. Not right now, but when she loses weight, she starts really doing a baby talk.
Does that mean you want to marry me? It's like, no, because you're weird.
Oh, that's your Gypsy Rose voice.
Yeah,
Ken.
Ken.
We need to watch that. I've never watched that show. Which one's Ken? Is Ryan the actual husband and Ken's the baby daddy?
Now.
Not now.
Yeah, Ken's the baby daddy. Ryan's the ex-husband, but Ryan's the one who she married in prison, so she wouldn't have to live with her parents, and she could get some D. And then she started getting D from Ken and left Ryan.
That's so much
fun.
It
was messy because okay, guys, just a little break real quick. This is how messy this woman is because this is when I lost everything because her and Ryan were having issues. She moved back in with her parents, and then she texted Ryan and was like, "Hey, I'm going with Ken to get matching tattoos of a dog that we don't have." So she went with her ex to get matching husky tattoos. But it's not. But she told him, "But we're not in a relationship. It doesn't mean anything." Yeah.
Well, who the frick would have a husky in Louisiana?
That's what kind of dog they've always wanted.
In Louisiana.
Yeah, it seems hot. That poor husky.
It's hot.
But yeah, so
poor
she
baby.
went with her ex and got a matching tattoo. I was like, girl, no, you messy. I'm done. I'm
completely normal thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah. And then she got
totally
mad because
normal.
Ryan got mad about it. And she was like, well, it doesn't mean anything, Ryan. It's like, you just had a baby with him.
Tattoos with the dude you wanted to be with in prison who left you. Man.
Yeah.
You're going to have to, I guess, has there been a new season? Do you have more to update me on our road trip or no?
I don't know. They've got, so now they have a family vlog with Ken and Gypsy and Aurora. And I mean, she does, like, have you seen the listen and we don't judge thing that she did that she got in trouble for?
Oh, yeah. The we listen and we don't judge. I murdered my mom.
Yeah.
And it was like, you can't say that, I don't think.
I was like, I think you did get judged by a group of your peers for that, actually.
Is that not like towing the line of, right? You did 100% get judged for that.
Got judged.
But like, isn't that towing the line of you're not supposed to profit on your mother's murder?
I would think that if Dee Dee's family was more litigious, I would totally be suing the crap out of this girl. Kind of like, you know, after OJ supposedly did the wife and all that, like supposedly. Well, I don't know what everyone thinks about it. I'm not trying to start problems. I don't remember all that. I didn't watch that whole trial. I've watched all these other trials, but
okay,
I feel like because he wrote a book like If I Had Done It or something.
Yeah, and then they changed it to I did it. Yeah, they made the if I really, really small. Yeah. If I did it or something, and then they changed it to I did it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like I listened to a last podcast episode about OJ. I'm 100% an OJ did it person.
I think he did.
She called the police multiple times for his abuse
he was super
before
abusive,
he murdered her. He's dead now, so it is what it is. Oh, Cat's already coming in.
The worst one. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Anyway, all right. Do we need to keep talking about true crime, or are we going back to our?
What are we doing?
Why are we even talking about true crime? Anyway, so
Gage is swimming. He's so cute.
Gage is swimming. He's adorable. Tammy's talking about like how Chris and Missy came to talk to her, and this is typical Tammy because now that they're gone, she's like, well, I understand their concern, but I also wish that they would realize that I'm smart enough not to be with someone like my ex. But
no,
I mean, you haven't gotten into it yet, but this guy's even worse than Jerry. So,
yeah. And what do you mean you're smart enough not to be someone like your ex? He's exactly your ex. Like you met him on a BBW site, like you did your last one. Like
the only difference is she says later that she says in the very next scene because Amy like is kind of trying to be casual and like, sorry, I'm all sassy with my hands today because I painted my nails.
No, she really is. Like she just keeps flipping.
I'm super like sassy. Anyway, so Amy's asking Tammy about her boyfriend, and Tammy's like, oh, well, Chris and Missy are just believing all the online rumors. And Amy is either completely unaware of what's happening or doing a great job at just pretending like she doesn't know what's happening. Because she's just like, oh, what kind of rumors? And she's like, she tells him that he's like the BBW king and all that stuff. But then Tammy says that she likes that she can call him and talk to him whenever she wants for hours. Which begs the question to me, like, is he employed or no?
That was my first. I was like, oh, so he's unemployed. Okay, that's great for you.
He's unemployed, probably, maybe.
I mean,
allegedly.
maybe he's self-employed or something like that. Maybe. But I'm like, okay,
or work from home. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then she says that the thing that he used to manipulate her is he didn't like jump off talking about sex. He talked about how he wants to, he wanted to improve her life and stuff. So basically, he's just doing the love bombing thing. Yeah, he's still in this for a kink, but she's just so love starved that she just does not see any of this as a warning sign.
Yeah, it's and I don't know. I feel sorry for Tammy in this scene because she does say, like, she was never a teenager. She never got to do any of her teenage things, so now she wants to. But it's like,
Okay.
but also, you can't do it now because you need your sister and her husband to take you to do it.
You can't
So
do it now because you weigh 630 pounds and you can't walk for more than 20 steps in a row. How
yeah.
are you going to go to the airport? How are you going to go to Vegas? It makes no sense because she says that her and Phillip are already talking about marriage.
Well,
Stop
okay.
it.
I think there's a big thing that we need to clarify. I don't think they are talking about marriage. I think she is talking about marriage.
I think that Phillip is probably manipulating her by letting her think that he's interested
It's like,
when
yeah,
all he wants is sex.
I'd marry you if you let me stick it in your butt. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm kind of sassy today too.
You are sassy.
I
You
wouldn't
were
marry
like
Tammy
such a. You went and got your Dr. Pepper before you called. You were
I
ready to
know.
go. I was
know.
proud of you.
I left work slightly early today because I didn't take a break. So I was like, I'm just gonna leave early. And that's not your car.
Jody, stop knocking shit off.
Sorry, guys, that's not your car. That would be
Lay
my daughter.
down. It's not your car. It's Jody.
It's just
like
Jody.
Always.
I'll have to post a picture of her because we've seen Dim, but we haven't seen this one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to post a picture of Jody so people can see what makes them think that they hit a massive pothole.
Nope, it's just my oldest daughter. She's a little chaotic and she won't lay down.
There's one Pink song, I can't remember what it is, but there's one where I swear she has sirens in the background, and always comes on when I'm in the car, and I'm just like, oh my God, where are those coming from? And
I do know that song.
It's like Truth About Love or something. Yeah. And it's just like, why? Don't do that. Yeah. And now we do that to people.
Yeah, like if there's a song that has too much bass and it's like a thump thump, I'm like, oh God, what was that?
You have to turn it down and be like, what was that? I don't know.
And then I'm like, oh, I'm just okay. I'm just
now you're torturing people. What Jody?
Sorry,
is.
guys. That would be Judith. That would be Judith Ann knocking stuff off.
But anyway, then I like this because Amy's like, I've got a lot on my plate. I can't handle your drama. And then she says, I can't be your mom. And that's when Tammy starts getting really sassy. And she's like, I'm very well aware that you are not my mother.
It's like, yeah, because I love you.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. And then she says, you have no say what happens in my life, which I do agree with her. But I also don't agree with her because if you're asking Amy to do all of these things for you, then your decisions affect Amy. So it is her business a little bit, at least.
Yeah. I feel like if I was living with you and relying on you for everything, like not just money,
groceries,
and
transport, medicine,
but like everything. Even just like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom, you're gonna have to help, or I need to make food, you have to help. Like if I was relying on you for everything, I wouldn't come out into the living room while you and Kyle are doing something and be like, Audie, I'm a grown woman. I'm going to do what I want. You're going to take me to Walmart and I'm going to spend my money right now. Because it's like, no.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. That was me that time. Yeah. No, I don't understand it. And then Amy talks in her talking head that Tisa is only coming like twice a week. And Amy takes care of literally everything else. And then Amy's like, I just want to see you at a healthy weight. And then Tammy's like, okay. And it's like, gosh, you are so freaking sassy. So sassy. And then she says, stay the fuck out of my business. I'm fucking grown. And it's like, where? When have you been grown? That's my question. She's lived with every single family member. Every single one of them. Been kicked out of every single family member's house. So when is this grown thing? When does that happen?
Yeah. I don't see that at all. Like she lives alone now, but she literally relies on Amy for everything. Because she says multiple times, I don't need your help at all. But I need you to go grocery shopping and do my laundry and take me places. It's like, okay, so you're not independent and grown.
Yeah, and she's also the first person to throw Amy under the bus, saying that the reason why she hasn't lost weight is because Amy gets her groceries or Amy brings her cheat food, which we'll get into later. But I can't stand her. And then clearly Phillip is a feeder, and that's the only men she can find right now. And it makes me sad because these are men who are manipulating her, and she is so starved for love that she's giving into it. And it does make me sad for her, but also I'm annoyed.
Yeah, it's sad, but it is annoying. It's like, girl, if you would just stop. And she was so much more motivated in rehab. And even when she first got out of rehab, and now it's just like, whatever.
Yeah. And I've said, I know we've talked about it before, but the talking head with her, like all the way laid back in like that pinkish top,
Yeah.
it looks like she's on drugs of some sort.
Yeah, she looks out of it.
She does.
But maybe
like
she
she's
just can't
slurring
breathe right.
more.
I
There
don't
was
know.
one of these talking heads where you could see that Amy was high as fuck. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
There was one where Amy's eyes were like super glazed. And I was like, oh, you are stoned out of your mind. Okay.
She's like, what?
That's fine.
I'm here. Let's
I'm
go.
here. She just looked high. But anyway, Chris, we're going over to Chris's. Chris, the last time he was at Dr. Smith's was $380. And the week after that is when he had the country cooter on his leg.
Yeah. So
and
gross.
So then he spent 8 weeks not moving. So he says he hopes he lost enough to get approved, but we all know that
I thought originally in the original episode, correct me if I'm wrong, because when he was talking about 8 weeks in recovery, I thought in the episode he said it was 4 weeks. Because I remember thinking 40 pounds in 4 weeks is a lot, bro.
I think that's
he
a
said Tammy
six,
level.
6 to 8.
Okay, so I don't know why I feel like he's doing a Tammy thing. Like, well, it was 8 weeks. It was 12 weeks. It's like, no.
I mean,
like,
I still stand by your diet is like 80%. So, but then again, I also think that it could be medicinal. Like it could be medicine that causes you to gain that much weight.
Yeah.
Depression, all these things could have happened if you're laid up like that. I honestly feel like if I got laid up like that, my life wouldn't change that much.
You'd be like, no, I feel like it would. There'd be more boulder skating.
Dude, I don't know if there can be more boulder skating. Don't tell anyone this, but I do use my portal while I'm at work.
No,
sometimes.
You don't. What?
They're laying me off. I don't care anymore. But
how could you use your portal at work when you don't even answer your phone at work for personal calls?
Oh, I know. I never take personal calls ever. I didn't
just call you Saturday multiple times
to talk about snacks. Yeah. No. Anyway, I do a lot of Baldur's Gate. Now I started a new playthrough. Jacob and I are planning our next playthrough. We're gonna be Gith Yankee. So, and I'm gonna do Gale again. Yay.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
Did I tell you that I got the Will sex scene?
The what?
Okay, so I have a playthrough where I'm romancing Will, right?
Right.
He's the only male companion I've never romanced, and he's very sweet. It's a very sweet, chaste kind of romance. No sex scene. I was so pissed. Like nothing happened because like Jacob got his sex scene with Shadowheart and I watched it obviously. And you got to see like her boobs and then that's it, and it just kind of panned out before you got to see anything good. If you haven't played Baldur's Gate, some of the sex scenes are like, what? Graphic. Anyway, and so Will's literally nothing. No hanging dong, no anything.
Yeah,
just roll away completely clothed and then wake up the next morning. And I was like, are you kidding me? I've put 100 hours into nothing. He's very sweet. And I'm curious what the epilogue is like, but
disappointed.
I'm disappointed. I'm a little disappointed. But anyway, we weren't talking about Baldur's Gate. You can't mention Baldur's Gate because I'll go
Apparently
off.
Apparently not. You just went
That's
on a
on
whole
you.
tirade.
That's Summer's fault.
That doesn't count on you. That counts on me. Okay.
That's on you. So anyway, Chris and Brittany are talking about Tammy and basically talking about Tammy being more worried about Phillip than she is about her diet, which is bang on the head. And then Chris says that Phillip does like parties for big women, which I don't know if that means like orgies or like sex parties or what that means. But he basically says that Phillip has an agenda to keep Tammy large. So
does he do like feeder parties where he's just like, hey guys, I bought out a Dunkin' Donut. I'm going to say
something offensive.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
But I have seen women who are about Tammy's size who are way more attractive than Tammy.
Yeah, same.
Why Tammy? You know what I mean?
I assume it's just because she's complacent and she seems like one of those women who changes whatever is going on in her life for the man in her life, which some men find very appealing. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not that sad.
I feel like a dick. But no, you're right, because that is what it is. It's just because she's so love-starved that she will put up with whatever you want and do whatever you want.
Yeah, because even
makes
what was the last guy? I can't remember his name now. Jerry didn't. She didn't even break up with Jerry. Jerry broke up with her. So, because
Yep.
she would have put up with everything from Jerry. So,
And she was. Yeah.
it's been a lot.
So anyway, it's been a lot of interruptions. So Chris and Amy have both said in this episode that Tammy is giving like very little, like that if Tammy is given any attention, she'll just fall madly in love and fight you basically over that person.
Which is exactly what she's doing.
100%. So fun times. And then Chris is worried that Amy has what Tammy wants in life, and that's like causing Tammy to look for love in all the wrong places.
I don't understand this family's obsession with, oh, well, Tammy wants what Amy has. Yeah, and Amy is upset because she's not the thin sister anymore. And it's like, maybe they're just, I mean, and maybe that's how their whole family does. But it's like, what if it's just, I don't know, just
maybe Tammy has her own goals in life. I don't know. I don't know though. Tammy has gotten a lot more miserable since Amy started losing weight. But
Tammy
then again,
has been miserable since season 1, episode 1. I have yet to see this woman not be miserable.
That's true. And didn't we get something on Instagram about someone who watched the show, watched their YouTubies and said that like they've always been fighting?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing. So I think she's crazy. But did you notice that Pioneer Woman had not vomited on Brittany's kitchen at this point?
No, the only thing I saw was like a crock pot. The
curtains
or something.
Looked a little Pioneer Woman-y.
Yeah, and the crock pot. So that's good. That makes me feel a little more, I know it sounds dumb, makes me feel a little more respect for Brittany for the Pioneer kitchen, because I feel like that means that she's gotten it one piece at a time. It wasn't just like, well, I'm going to drop $1,000 at Walmart and buy all
I feel like the amount of Pioneer Woman that she has in her kitchen, I think that they got their first show paycheck and then Brittany went to fucking town at Walmart.
Brittany's like, I want all, which don't get me wrong, I think,
like her cabinets are covered in Pioneer Woman, which I didn't even think was a thing.
I wonder if Pioneer Woman has like shelf liners or something. You'll have to look it up and see if they've got wallpaper or something. Like
they have to, because it's everywhere.
But I like the Pioneer Woman look personally. Like I love the blues,
but
and the
like
pink
that much of it is too much. To be fair,
no, I'm too eclectic to collect one pattern. Like I can see doing like, ooh, I like this can opener, so I'll get this one. But I can't see doing a whole set. But
she does have wallpaper.
Okay, see, my house is very more eclectic. I can't do that. Like I wouldn't do that. Like I just can't.
No, I mean, like I like Pioneer Woman. I think that it's really pretty. I think that you can have too much of it.
Yeah, I think if it looks like you're the showroom for Pioneer Woman, that's a problem.
Then you should probably. It's like one of those things. Like, what are you supposed to do? You get dressed, right? And I don't accessorize, but you get dressed, and then you look in the mirror, and the first thing you see, you're supposed to take off. Like
that would mean you would be walking around without a shirt on
all the time, or pants.
Yeah. Oh my God. I tried your thing. This is completely off the subject, but you kind of just brought it up. I tried not raw dogging my sweater last night at the movie, and I can't do it. That's can't.
Bizarre. What movie did you go see?
We went to go see the new Mortal Kombat.
Oh, okay.
Carl Urban. That's all you need to know.
I love Carl Urban.
Oh, love me some Carl Urban.
There's a lot of wrestlers in that you don't know who they are.
Carl Urban? There's a lot of wrestlers.
Oh wait, maybe that's Street Fighter. Hang on, I don't remember.
No, but
it was Mortal Kombat and a new Street Fighter.
Mortal Kombat 2 just came out.
Kyle's nodding. So
I didn't know.
I'm thinking about Street Fighter because Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes are all in Street Fighter.
Well,
But I love Carl Urban.
Carl, he was really good, but I tried because I have a white tank top and I have a sweater that just says The Rage. I was like, oh, this will be cute because, it's Mortal Kombat, kind of on theme. And I put my white tank top underneath it and was like, man, I hate this. So I took it off and just raw dogged it. But I did try.
I'm glad you tried. I'm glad you tried. But I wish you had liked it because I would be able to understand you better.
I tried.
But if you had just never tried it before.
No, yeah. I tried it. Do you put the tank top down below your sweater or do you tuck it up into your sweater? I don't understand
neither. I guess if my shirt is longer than my sweater, then I will tuck it up into flip it the bottom of it or whatever. Unless it's my like little cute croppy ones, obviously, because then I just have my tank top outside of it. Um,
I
yeah,
couldn't do
I
it.
don't
I couldn't do
know.
it.
I think
But
it's
I did
crazy you
try.
tried and you were like, no, this is disgusting.
I tried. I looked in the mirror. I even put on jeans with it because I was like, maybe it's because of the leggings, and I just couldn't. I couldn't make it work. I was like, well,
You're just not used
I
to it,
tried
and that's
this.
okay.
I
That's
tried
okay.
it.
That's like if you tried to make me sleep in a bra anymore, I'd be like, what is this? A boob
For the
cage? No, thank
no,
you.
no,
Yeah.
no, I
I
can't
used
do
to
it.
sleep in a bra all the time. Now I can't
Really?
do it.
No, no.
Well, when I was a teenager, because I was convinced that if I slept in a bra, my boobs would stay perky for my entire
Oh,
life.
okay. Well, how'd that work for you?
Well, I stopped doing it. So, I mean, honestly, the verdict's out. Who
Honestly, I don't
knows?
know. Could have
Who
worked. Could have not.
knows?
Who knows? But yeah. So I
Then my
just
boobs
so
also got like 10 times bigger than they used to be.
you
So
do
I
have
think that
more
that could
boobs
also
now.
contribute.
You do have
A
more boobs
lot
now.
more boobs now. And I don't want them.
I love my
So,
boobs. But no, but
I
I
know.
did. But since you're talking about clothes, I did try it, and it's not for me.
I'm glad. Well, thank you for trying it.
Yeah, no problem. Now you just need to try accessories for me.
No, I
Okay,
can't
see
do
there.
it. I'm wearing a wedding ring.
You
That's a
are.
lot for me. I don't usually wear one.
I don't even have earrings in right now. Well, I can't because of the headphones, but I didn't wear earrings today at
No,
all.
you don't accessorize half as much as you used to. When you worked at Claire's, you were all accessoried all
That's
the
because you
time,
had.
and now you're not.
That's because at Claire's it was like pieces of flair. You had to wear 10 items. You had to
10?
wear. Yeah, well, you had to wear $100 worth of merchandise every day. So I just got really used to
What?
stacking
$100 worth of
bracelets.
Claire's merchandise would be like 55 pieces.
No, it's fine. It was like $14 earrings, but you couldn't wear the earrings you had unless you bought them. So like bracelets, and I normally throw on a purse because purses were like $30. So you throw on a purse, it's $30.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it's really gross when you think about it. Like you couldn't have worn the earrings or anything that goes into your body, but everything else they wanted you to wear. So like your necklaces that you
Why
paid
didn't earrings
$14.99 for.
count? Because you can get their sterling silver earrings for like $20.
Yeah, and you can wear them if you've bought them, but you can't because what Claire's wanted to do back in the day is you checked
Oh,
out
okay.
merchandise.
Oh,
Yeah, so you would
I
check it out for
getcha.
your shift and scan it into the computer and then put it in a Ziploc baggie with your name on it. So your manager could come in and look at your receipts to see if you're wearing enough product or not.
That's stupid. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's the stupidest thing you've said to me all day. I think
Well,
that's
and
dumb.
I said a lot of stuff today, so that's pretty good.
I know. But luckily, like Jody, the way you're sitting now,
Yeah.
Jody's not being annoying.
I feel like my back
Not
is
that she's
killing me.
annoying.
No,
Oh, well,
but
sacrifices need to be made to keep her common.
yeah,
Or
but
what am I
she is
saying?
yeah, calm, and she is making biscuits right now, so we are very calm. So
She looks very happy. Sorry about your
yeah,
back. Anyway,
yeah, it's fine.
so
This is a
our
life.
chapters are going to be madness again. So Tisa is going to Tammy's, and then basically Tisa says that Tammy's attitude has been challenging. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tammy's just challenging in general.
Yes. And then Tammy's all excited because she got a swimsuit to go to the pool. And then Tisa's like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. We should go for a walk. It's a beautiful day. And then Tammy immediately is just like, no, I'm not
Yeah,
walking today. And then Tisa says, and I think she's right because she's like, I think that Tammy is scared of being embarrassed. Like, I think that
yeah,
her getting out of breath is embarrassing for her, which I could totally understand. It's like how if I like run up a deck, like a flight of stairs, and then someone tries to talk to me, you have to pretend like
yeah,
you're not out of breath,
yeah. You're
even
like,
though who isn't?
yeah, I'm fine. I'm
Yeah,
fine. I
I'm
got this.
fine.
Yeah,
But, and then she just says, so Tammy's already shutting down and she's just refusing to walk like over and over again. If you can hear chewing, Kyle just got home and he's on the couch because he hasn't been sequestered. So,
I have not heard chewing.
okay, well, if our listeners are listening, it's not your
Guys,
car. There's not a strange man chewing in your house. They're chewing in my house.
but if you hear chewing, make sure and comment hard about it because Kyle's the first one that yelled at me about chewing. So I want all
Kyle's
these
the first
comments.
person to check the comments too. So yeah, comment if you can hear him chewing.
Because that would kill him.
But
Ow!
basically Tammy
Sorry.
there's another cat now. So
Okay.
Tammy is saying that Tisa doesn't understand that her pain tolerance. And now she's just pouting and Tisa's trying to push her and it's like, what are you scared of? And then Tammy's like, I'm not scared of shit. And then
Cool.
Tisa's like, but then why won't you walk? And then I think Tisa makes a really good point because Tisa says, well, what are you going to do when we go to the swimming pool? Because you're going to have to walk to the pool. Like,
Yeah.
that's a thing that needs to happen. And then Tammy goes, fuck the pool. And it's just like, really? That's all you've wanted?
Yeah.
And now you're just like, oh, fuck off. I'm not walking. It's so stupid. It's so
how
stupid.
did you think, like, we're not going to airdrop you into the pool? Like, you're going to have
Yeah.
to walk at some point.
Yeah, you're going to have to walk, bro.
Yeah.
Just walk. It's fine. I don't know. She annoys me.
So much.
But then, like, Tammy and her talking is like, don't push the issue. That's just going to make me shut down more. And then Tisa's still, I think Tisa is guilt tripping her a little bit, but I understand because how many days in a row has Tisa asked her to go for a walk and she's refused? Yeah. So, but she's claiming now, Tammy's claiming that she can't do the exercises because of her pain level, but she was walking 200 steps in a row and now she's walking nothing. So
yeah, Tammy's just a perpetual victim. I think. Is. I'm over it.
And then we get Tammy and Amy are doing like some bonding time, but in the process they're making a YouTube video, which I do think makes it looks like they have fun when they do that. But now having like doing this with you, I wouldn't be like, let's record a podcast episode for bonding. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, this is very different because it's not, and I don't want to get too heavy because nobody really cares, probably but us. But I do feel like since we do the podcast now, there are some weeks when we record so many episodes that we don't talk the rest of the week.
We don't get to talk to each other. Yeah.
No, because it's like, well, I talked to you for an hour and a half just yesterday, but we didn't talk.
But we're not actually talking to each other.
Yeah, it's weird, which is why y'all get so many random subject changes in your podcast.
Yeah, which is why we get chatty because we're sisters and we like each other. So
so I agree with you 100% that recording a YouTube video doesn't seem like bonding. It seems Den just fell
I agree.
Partially off the desk.
But then I also wonder though if it's because Tammy will behave better in front of a camera, and so it's like Amy's security blanket to be like, well, let's record this for YouTube so maybe you won't be such a miserable bitch.
Well, but Tammy also refuses to have fun. Like wigs are I love wigs. Like I used to have so many wigs. But yeah, Tammy refuses to have fun.
Yeah, she does. And then it's just a whole compilation of like, and I agree with Amy. I thought it was kind of funny. I've never watched their YouTube channel, but her like Jerry Springer speech at the beginning of what a wig can do for you. Yeah. And I also like the phrase fake wigs. Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess some of them could be made with real hair. Yeah, but isn't every wig fake in a way?
You would think, but there are some wigs that are like super high end and nice with like
lace there's amazing wigs. Yeah, but they're still wigs,
but they're still fake. So
they're still fake. But she was talking about how wigs can give you confidence and you can be whoever you want in a wig. And then like I guess the funniest thing she says is that I'm Billy Ray Cyrus, bitch.
That's so funny because did we put that on our playlist, by the way?
No, we didn't because he has 2 songs. He literally has Achy Breaky Heart. And then what's that other Billy Ray Cyrus song that people know?
I don't know.
Oh, Kyle, what's that Billy Ray Cyrus song? Something about horses or whatever. Old Town. I'm going to take my horse to the Old Town Road.
That's Billy Ray Cyrus?
Yes, he's on that.
I thought that was a Lil Nas X. My bad.
It is, and Billy Ray Cyrus is on it.
I did not
That's
know
the only
that.
2 you could put on there.
Yeah, we just have to put Achy Breaky Heart twice.
Because Mom tried to freaking put, like, who did she try to put on it?
I don't know, somebody, and Dad even called her out. He was
someone
like,
who only sang American Pie.
Something, yeah. Like, and Dad was like, I'm pretty sure that is a one-hit wonder, and you're stretching. And I was like, thanks,
and Mom's
Dad.
just like, no. And it's like, yeah, we're not putting 3 songs from this guy who only sang American Pie, and the best American Pie version is by Weird Al.
Yeah, that's true. I don't even sing American Pie any other way. Just Weird Al.
Me neither. It annoys people so bad because Saga Begins is just such a better song.
I get annoyed when I hear American Pie out in public because I'm like, this isn't right.
This isn't it.
What is this? Garbage.
But anyway, after the wigs, Amy says like, it was nice not arguing. And then Tammy's like, well, then stop arguing. And so then they have a little like tiff, not really tiff. They are both seem like they're joking. I think
it's hard to tell. Like Tammy's face is just can I say something mean?
It is really hard to tell, and I think that sometimes Amy's more willing to like let it roll off of her than other
Yeah.
times. So I don't know if this was a moment where she was just like, I can put up with more abuse right now, or an
Yeah.
actual like joke. I don't know.
Because
I don't know
I
which.
feel like Tammy's fat pocket in the middle of her forehead gives her perpetual angry eyes. Like, have you noticed that? Like her eyebrows, because it's all like
Yeah,
right
they go
here.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like it's constantly angry eyes from Mr. Potato Head is all I see
Yeah.
every time. Like even if she smiles, it's like, but they're so angry because the fat like rolls it like this. Like you guys can't see, but like this, like so
Yeah.
animated,
Just
and I just like this, guys. But no, I kept noticing that this morning when I was watching both of these episodes. I was like, she just has angry eyes because of that little fat roll right there.
yeah.
Which,
So it's hard to know when she's being serious and when she's kidding.
yeah, when she's just
Yeah, I
joking
agree.
around. Yeah.
That's such a messed up thing to say. But
I'm
anyway, so
sorry. Just being
Amy
honest,
is
people.
talking about how she doesn't have time to clean her house and working on tidying before Gage gets mobile, but her house looks virtually the same as it did before she had Gage.
Yeah, no, we
So,
saw that because we even brought it up when they were going to the hospital to have Gage. We were like, this looks abysmal.
yeah, it looks
and
abysmal. Abysmal
and
to my
not
life.
good. And she was home
Yeah.
for 2 weeks waiting because she had
Yeah.
the
In
Gage during.
quarantine,
Yeah, so you
she
have
had the
plenty of time.
Gage.
The Gage during
COVID.
Jody.
Yeah. So like Amy says that she needs Tammy to be more active before she can get out of this house, basically, because she says the mess has gotten overwhelming. And then her and Michael are talking about hiring a home organizer. And then Michael's like, most of the people who have a home organizer, though, have a bigger house.
Which
So
I get, but I also don't understand because part of me is like, if you can't organize in this kind of, there are very little times where more space is going to make it better because most of the time it's just a
no, it
matter of
just
too
gives
much
you
stuff.
more room to fill crap.
Yeah, so I
That's it.
disagree to an extent. I also do agree that, like, if you live in a car, it's like, well, I can't have 47 books. It's like, no, you have to downsize. That's the
Yeah, you have to
secret
get
to
a
this.
Kindle or whatever,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that. I can't
Um,
read on a book.
I
Like,
You can't read on a book?
I can't
Yeah.
read on a book. I can't read. That's his dyslexia.
It's hard, but there are some Dean Koontz short stories that are only available on Kindle. Like there's entire series of Dean Koontz's that are only Kindle.
I would
It's
never read them
upsetting.
then. I can't do it.
I
Yeah.
know, and I'm hoping one day he'll just release the entire short series saga
Hopefully.
in paper, because
Maybe one of these
I'm
days
old and I want to touch the book.
maybe one day when he only comes out with 5 books one year, he'll be like, I guess I should just
He only comes out with
relive
2
that.
books a year. Don't be dramatic.
Oh, is he down to 2 now? Because I feel like for
Yeah,
like
he
in the
does
80s and
one in
90s,
like
it felt like.
January and one in like September, October-ish
Goes to
usually, or
show
the
you guys,
summer.
I do not buy new Dean Koontz. So I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
know if they show up at the
I
thrift store.
check every few months and then pre-order it. Let me check right now.
Do you pre-order hardback?
Yeah.
Ugh, no. I hate hardbacks.
I've done it for years. Are you kidding me?
I wait till I find him thrifting. That's why I love having a sister who doesn't thrift, but does go to bookstores that are kind of thrift adjacent. Because then I get phone calls.
I will go to a bookie place, like a bookstore,
like that one you went to in Seattle with the cats.
Yes, Twice Upon a Book or whatever it was called. It was awesome.
Yeah,
I love going thrifting for books. I do not love
thrifting.
Anything else.
Yeah, she likes used bookstores. That's it.
Oh, wait, what's this one? Oh, here's one I got a pre-order. Hang on. Is this on Kindle or is this coming out and everything? I think this one's just Kindle. Dang it, Dean.
What is he doing to you?
This one's called A Storm So Bright and Beautiful. It doesn't even have a cover yet. It's coming out in January.
That's a long way away.
It only is available on Kindle. So I'm like,
that annoys me. That annoys me.
Write a book. Or don't. Or retire. Well, don't retire, but
I mean, him and Gertie probably deserve to retire. Like, they both work
I think
way
so.
too hard.
I mean, they've put out a lot of books.
Yeah. Every time I read, like, Anna's book again or his biography that is A Beautiful Life, is that the one that Anna wrote or is that the one that he wrote about Anna? Trixie.
It's the one he wrote. It's the one from Trixie's perspective about Dean Koontz.
Okay, not the
So
kids version, but the bigger one.
yeah, a Big Little Life or whatever it's called.
Something like that.
Whatever. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one always makes me sad, but they work way too much.
They do work really hard. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I
There's
don't
your
know if
Dean
he has a book
Koontz
coming out right
blurb.
now.
Oh my god, what is she doing now?
Your house is mad. Both of our houses are absolute madness right now.
Yeah, guys, we have
So
had
we
so many
apologize
edits.
if this is insane. I have someone coming to pick something up off of Facebook. Summer's had her husband interrupt,
Do you see
two of her
this?
kids interrupt. There's one about to pounce on her right now.
Yeah,
It's madness
it's
right
so
now.
bad.
So this might be a little discombobulated. Sorry. But anyway, so Chris and Brittany are gonna go pick up Tammy to take her to the appointment. And Chris says he hasn't talked to Tammy since the intervention about Phillip. Tammy says that her family thinks she's doing the wrong thinks she did the wrong thing by leaving rehab, and think that her new man is wrong and she wants to prove them wrong. She's not going to. Spoiler alert.
No,
She shouldn't have left rehab. And
no.
Phillip is horrible for her. So we'll get into
Yeah,
that.
he's
But anyway,
terrible. Like, I hate to say that if I was her family, I'd be like, yeah, we told you so. Like, we all said not to
well,
leave rehab. And you and your stubborn
yeah,
little self were like, no, I'm going to be great. It's like, but you're not. You're not being great.
but
You're
you're
being
not.
terrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like she gets so offended, like, well, you need to stop holding the past against me. And it's like, but we have 35 years of knowing you and
Yeah.
knowing who you are. So we can't until you start actually acting the way you want to
It
be,
it
like,
goes back to exactly what Chris said in the beginning. It's like, if you want to prove me wrong, then get on the scale. Because if she was
oh, I
really
love that
doing
part.
right, then she would have been like, yeah, go get the scale. I tell you what, I'll walk into the kitchen and get the scale, and you can shut up.
But yeah, no, but she didn't. She just said, like, no, I'm not stepping on it because she knows. And then in
Yeah.
the car, she's like, I think I lost more weight and I think Dr. Smith is going to be happy. And then Brittany's like, well, how have you done with like temptations at home? And then Tammy just starts going off on her cheat days. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I had Chinese food the other night. I had pizza that night. And then I had a burger this night. And then Chris is like, all you've said is cheat days. How many fucking cheat days are we talking about here?
Yeah.
It's her whole life. Like,
Yeah. Her whole
that's
life is
her
a
cheat
cheat
days.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. So we get to the doctor. Chris knows that he's gained weight. The doctor pretty much sees Chris, and in his little talking aside
Yeah. He's
interview
like,
is like,
oh, you
Chris
got
gained
big,
weight.
bro. Yeah.
So Chris's lowest weight was 380, and then after his surgery, he went to 412.
Yeah.
Last time he weighed at Tammy's house, and today 414. So up
Yep.
another 2.
Up
So
another
all of his
2.
this is above even I think his starting weight, is it not?
I don't know.
Pretty close.
It's not good. It is not good.
Mm-mm.
And Chris does
Yeah,
look.
but he
doesn't
looks
look
upset.
Good. Well,
He doesn't
does.
look
I
good
mean,
though.
like weight wise,
Yeah,
Chris has definitely gained.
he definitely gained
But
weight. Yeah,
looking at
but
Brittany, I didn't realize Brittany was as big back then either. Because there was one moment where they focused on Brittany's face, and I was like, oh. And not to say Brittany's a beautiful woman, but it was just shocking. It's like, that's not even the Brittany that I think of, because seasons I've seen a little bit of season 7. I've seen all of season 8, which I know she had gastric bypass in that, but I did not think Brittany had gotten this big either, which means that they're both eating together. So I guess that's good.
They are.
I guess that's a good
I
thing.
mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I do like Dr. Smith though, because Dr. Smith basically says that Chris has proved that he can lose the weight. And
Yeah.
Dr. Smith, I don't think is a mean person. So he's like, well, I understand that like you gained weight because of this situation. And so he approves the surgery under the condition that Chris gets below 400 pounds by the day of the surgery. So I think he said like a month from now or something like that.
He's got a
So Chris has a month to lose 14 pounds.
Which is not a big deal. Chris can totally do that. He's done it before. But I did like Dr. Smith for being like, I know you've gained weight, but you have lost weight. You know what you did wrong. Like, I mean, because I think that goes a long way too. Chris wasn't blaming, like, well, Amy brought me a burger and Amy brought me pizza. And it's not my fault. Like, Chris takes a lot of accountability. Like, he takes all accountability. I mean, he does blame for a little bit of bed rest, but he's not like, well, I was on bed rest and all I could eat was pizza. It was like, no.
Yeah, but he did eat a lot, I guarantee you. But so it's Tammy's turn, and this makes me mad at TLC because so she was at 634 when she left rehab, and she got down to 624 when she got home, and then she's talking to the doctor about how she was able to walk 300 steps at rehab, and now she's just watching what she eats, and then she goes to get on the scale, and then TLC literally cuts to Amy instead of
Yeah.
showing us the weight. So we're putting a pause on that. The organizers come over to Amy's house, and I really think she misunderstood the point of their job. It
I
is
do
not to
too.
clean, because
Yeah,
she
she
seemed
should have
kind of
called
like
Mary
she thought that
Mates.
they were gonna, yeah, that they were gonna do all the cleaning for her. And they like, because they asked basically like, while they're talking to her to help her get rid of clutter, there's a bug crawling up the wall behind
Yep.
Amy already. And then the organizers are like, okay, well, let's get all the baby stuff. Do you have a basket, a laundry basket for us to put it in? And Amy's like, no, because the laundry needs to be done. And the organizer's like, then go start a load of laundry.
Yeah, it's like, well, then
Like,
do you want to go do laundry? Because
yeah, they did not look like they cleaned. I only saw them picking stuff up and moving piles because they had Michael on dish duty.
yep.
Amy and Michael were the ones picking up the trash. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I respect it because you misunderstood my job.
No,
It
because I
is
feel
not to
like
clean.
no, because these women, like I recently had to go help a friend clean her house, and when you go to clean, like it is a different genre than, oh, we're gonna wear our matching shirts and our hairs in ponytails, but we
Yeah.
clearly have makeup done, and like if I'm going to clean, it's like, girl, no, I'm not going anywhere after this because I'm gonna look not great. Like I'm
Yeah.
here to
Like, I
work.
need like clothes that I'm okay, honestly, to throw away if
Yeah,
I get too gross.
it's kind of like
Yeah.
going on painting. Like if you ask me to paint your house, that's different than organize your house, because painting is like, no, because organizing is fun and I just need to be comfortable. Painting is, I can, like you said, throw this away. Like these are
Yeah.
PJs that I can go through drive through at McDonald's and not feel completely ashamed.
Yeah. Um, I agree. And then
Yeah.
they ask her, I think that they notice all the bugs and the mice and they're thinking of plans because they ask her, like, do you know the person next door? And I wonder like if they were thinking like bug problems or what they were thinking. And then this made me sad because Amy's like, actually, funny story, which is not a funny story, but she's like, it's actually my sister. And then she says, it's a love-hate relationship. I love her and she hates me. And I was
Yeah,
like, that is so accurate. And it made me really sad.
that was sad. But yeah, I wonder if they were asking, because where we grew up, we had that rent house next door to us for a while.
And if
And
they would
it's,
spray, we would get bugs for a
yeah,
couple weeks, and then
yeah.
yeah, it was
So, I
awful because
mean,
they would just
is,
come
i-
straight over.
is that what they were asking? Like, oh, do you know who's next door? Because maybe you're not this gross. Maybe it's just those people and they're just migrating across. But no, it's probably not. Because
No,
I
you
love,
could walk. I feel like Amy's house probably, like, no offense, Amy, smells bizarre
well, I mean,
and
like
horrible.
when her and Michael were cleaning, which like, well, there's a baby napkin. I don't even know why that's here. It's like, is that got butt wipes on? Like, is that like a dirty napkin or dirty wet wipe, and you just sat it
She threw
down?
away old chili and then said, I don't even remember the last time we had chili. And it was in a pot with no lid on their stove.
Yeah, I don't.
Ew.
I don't. I.
It's a
I.
disorder because she says
Yeah.
that their grandma was a hoarder and their mom is a hoarder. So it's just like that kind of blindness where you get used to living like that and you don't notice it anymore.
Yeah. No. I mean, and I get that. Like, there's growing up like that. You just, like you said, it's just like, oh, it's no big deal. Yeah, the dishes from last week are still on the stove. Like it doesn't bother you. I get upset if I leave my cup on this coffee table for too long. It's just,
Yeah,
but
I just like I've seen like my reaction because we had like roaches once when we lived in that
yeah,
townhouse that was a duplex. And the second I saw a roach, I freaked out. Like freaked out, cleaned my entire house top to bottom, called the company to come do a spray, like did all of
yeah.
the things. Freaked out. And I feel like that's at least my reaction
No,
if I see a
because
bug in my house.
we had we had them once here because the rent house next door left, and we were moving, and we had to call the guy that we always called when we were kids to come and fix it. And I haven't had him since, but I remember Carl was taking the trash out, and he walked, for some reason he had to walk into the neighbor's yard, and he looked in their window. It was after they'd moved out, and he's like, oh my god, you have to come see it. And I walked over, and because they'd taken the curtains, but they left almost like everything just in the house. The cabinet was moving, Autumn. Like the whole cabinet was just. And I was like, this is why we have them. So,
Ew.
Yeah, and we had
That makes
just
me
made an
sad.
appointment. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I understand for some people it's just a way of life. Like it's just how it is. And it
Yeah.
makes me I'm glad Amy is willing to do something about it. Spoilers, it doesn't stick. Because until Brian, I don't think Amy ever has a clean house.
No. No, she
So,
doesn't. Because there's like basically mouse droppings everywhere in like all the
yeah.
boxes that she's
Yeah, she
touching.
picks up a
They find
box and it's just
a
full
dead
of
mouse
mouse.
full of poop. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Full of
then
it.
but she's going through it like she's actually looking for something. I'm like, no, that's contaminated. That's
Yeah, that's all
gone.
thrown away.
That's
Throw that
poop.
away. Yeah.
And then she finds a dead mouse in the cabinet. And this is when she starts crying and she leaves because she's embarrassed, which I understand. And she feels like a bad mom. And then this is where I don't like Michael necessarily because Michael says, like, because she's talking about the mice and the cockroaches. And Michael's like, everybody has mice and cockroaches.
Yeah.
No, incorrect.
No,
No,
it makes me sad because I think probably both of them grew up thinking that this level is
this was
fine.
normal.
Yeah, which I mean,
Yeah.
when we grew up at the little when I grew up at the little house, which you never had to live at the little house, because Amy
No,
does
I
say,
didn't.
well, there's a field next door, and that does happen because mom and dad, I mean, they were young, but I don't remember the house being trashed out when I was a baby or a kid
Well,
at the little
like
house.
the townhouse backed up to a field. So remember, Sullivan would find
Yeah,
mice regularly, and I'd have to go save their lives because I
yeah,
would find them at 2 o'clock in the morning in the bathtub trying to kill a mouse.
yeah. It's like
And
you
I would
gotta
just be
kill it.
like, "Can we not do this, please?" And then I
Yeah,
found a couple of like mouse half bodies that he got
he did get.
because
He's
I
like,
didn't
well, I
know.
can't kill it in the bathtub because mom will find out.
Yeah, because there was just like this quiet that would fall over the house. And then I would wake up and be like, he's trying to kill a mouse right now. And then I would have to go save it. And then he would always just be like, what the fuck? I was
That
doing stuff.
I was, uh, the worst. I
Yeah.
have, but yeah. So I mean,
But
I
then
understand.
Michael, I get
She
it.
like
I
she's
get them.
right to
They
an
do seem like
extent.
they're in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah, and
you
she's
know?
right to an
Yeah.
extent that mice do come in the winter. Mice do come. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it does make sense, but also that's not just it. Because if you're having potted chili, you don't know where it's at, and food everywhere, they're also coming in for that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then they basically, Michael's like, well, we have Gage, so we can't clean. I'm like, no,
Yeah,
no.
no.
You have two parents and one child.
Yeah,
So
I will say, like, because Michael and Amy are outside, looks like they're smoking with Gage, which I also do
oh,
not
there was a clip. I
endorse.
was gonna mention it. There's a clip. It's like above the kitchen, right? And Amy is talking to the organizer. She has a cigarette in her hand while she's talking to them.
Mhm. Yeah,
And I'm just like, not that I care, but like
I
she's
care.
clearly smoking around this baby all the time.
I care. I care
She still
so
smokes to
much.
this day, I'm pretty sure.
Like
So
I don't. Well, but Chris had to quit smoking before he could get gastric bypass. So how is she getting away with it?
well, she probably quit smoking to get gastric bypass and then started smoking again.
Well,
Hopefully after she gave birth.
they're clearly outside smoking while these women are inside cleaning their house, and they took the baby with them. And I have a problem with smoking around babies. I have a problem
Yeah.
with, I mean, I don't know. I also have, Amy's younger than me, and I grew up in an era where smoking wasn't cool anymore. Like, you know what I mean? And like,
Yeah,
she's
that's
closer
I
to
mean,
your
like
age, and you guys definitely got the whole smoking is bad.
yeah, she's a year older than me, and we definitely got the whole don't smoke
Yeah.
stuff.
So like
But
for,
I also remember being asked smoking or non and stuff my entire life.
yeah, that's true. I do remember.
So
I
I mean,
remember when Carl's Jr. had a smoking section.
yeah, I remember walking into a restaurant and being like smoking or non, and I remember when they stopped doing that and being like, "Oh, this is crazy."
Yeah.
Like, all right. Basically, by the time I could take myself to a restaurant, they weren't
Yeah.
asking that anymore.
My first job for a while, I think for the first like 6 months to 9 months, I was still having to dump the ashtrays before
You're
we transported
so
that. I'm so old. And before we
so
had to
old.
transport that into okay, now it's just a regular restaurant with
Just
no
a regular
smoking.
section.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and it wasn't like it was
But
walled off. It was just like these tables over here are smoking. There's nothing special about those. They're not different. It's just these four.
yeah, I guess I just don't get like the excuse that Michael has of like, well, we can't clean because of the baby. And it's like, but you
No, one of you
can.
should be.
Like,
one of you can.
One of you should be. And if Amy's overwhelmed all day with the baby, then I personally think it's probably your job to do things when you get home.
I will say, like, don't get me wrong. I don't think this section made Amy look good. Like, I'm still an Amy fan. Like, I'm not going to say I'm not. But
I think they're making excuses.
Yeah, I don't think Amy looks bad because her house got out of control, because that happens. It happens to a lot of people. They get depressed, they get overwhelmed, and things start falling off. And then all of a sudden you look around, you're like, what happened? My problem is Amy's very lazy. She is super lazy, because even like she sits and she holds Gage, and then she starts telling Michael what to do. Like, Michael, you need to go put that there, and this goes here, and that goes there. It's like, girl, get up your butt and go do it. Like,
get up your
butt.
You
can do that. Get up your butt. So, and then she did it to the organizers too, because then she walks back in the house crying and starts to like, and then her and Michael immediately go back to sit.
I love that they didn't do anything. Hang on, I think the guy's here to get the thing. So.
Ooh, we got another pause.
All right, so I don't even remember what was happening.
We were talking about the organizers.
Oh, we're talking about the mice and stuff,
and how I think Amy's lazy.
I agree with that, because I think that they're using Gage now as their excuse to not do things, when in reality they weren't doing things before Gage either.
No.
So now it's just like, well, now we can't because of Gage, and it's like, but now you should because of Gage.
Yeah. Well, and then they came back into the house while these organizers are there and sit in their same spots where you can tell they always sit. It's like, no, get your butts up and be working, because you know what's great to help you lose weight? Probably cleaning your house.
Cleaning your, and like, you'd have to keep your house so clean, because like babies are fast. Babies are fast. They'll put things in their mouths. Like, you got to make sure that there's nothing they can grab.
No, it's so funny because
they're quick.
Do you remember growing up and having to like kid friendly the house, like at a spur of a moment, and then they'd still find something like, oh, here's a Lego. It's like, dang it.
They find the one thing that you forgot, and you have to, kids are, I don't know. I want to say conniving, but I don't think that's the right word.
They're just fast. They're cunning. Yeah, fast as fuck, boy.
Yeah, cunning. They're cunning as fuck, boy. Yeah, they're freaking fast, bro.
Yeah.
It's insane. But anywho, we've had to, I apologize. We still apologize if this episode's a mess, because we had another interruption.
We've been all over. Like,
we were supposed to record 2 today, and this has been such a disaster that we're only going to do 1.
Yep. So. But anyway, I do think that, because Amy comes in and then starts treating these poor women like therapists. Just like, she does. Sorry, and I feel like a failure. And I'm like, oh my God.
I did like the woman, because I think that she reacted how I would react, because she kept being like, well, we're not judging you, so you know, like, it's fine.
BS. You know, these, I mean, don't get me wrong. I
agree. They're gossiping in the car.
Yeah, like as soon as they get out, it's like, can you believe that? Should we call DHS
she
or
did
whatever?
Not know what an organizer was at all.
Yeah, do we call
Because I feel like if you're an organizer, I'm sure you find stuff like that, but I feel like for the most part, it would be just like, I don't know, here's a really cool place to put your D&D stuff. Do you need 10 sets of dice? Probably. Yes, I do. Find a place to put it.
Because one of them's
some
lucky
of them
and the
go
rest
to
of
jail.
Yeah, some of them I don't ever want to use again, and some of them kill the whole
need that
people.
many D20s. Don't get rid of them.
D20s are so hard to like keep up with though, because those are always the ones I lose. I'm like, that's the one I need.
I have ones by my bedside table, and I don't even know why.
You know why? Because you don't have cats. Like Den, the D20 is her favorites. Like she just will rock off with it, and I'm like, well, that's gone now.
Yeah, we need to start playing D&D again. Anyway, so
random.
Back to Tammy's way. Well, because Jacob left us on a cliffhanger, and then he had a baby. So
and that baby turned
over a year.
And that baby turned a year old. So we're like,
I know the baby's a year old. So we need to like play. But anyway, so back to Tammy's weigh-in. She is up to 639, up 15 pounds from her last weigh-in, and higher than when she left rehab by 5 pounds.
Yeah. Girl be big.
So,
she's big.
Chris is clearly upset that Tammy is pissing away time that she doesn't have. That's what he literally says. And then Dr. Smith asks like what like system she has in place at home. And Tammy's basically like, well, I've cut out all carbs and I only eat fruits and vegetables, lunch meat and cheese and burgers and pizza and
Yeah, and Chinese
she shouldn't
food
say those,
and
but like then she says, and this is where she starts Tammying, and it makes me mad.
Yeah.
Because she starts being like, well, Amy is the one bringing me the food. And then
Yeah.
Chris is like, but you mentioned a bunch of cheat days, so who's doing that? And then she's like, well, Amy brought it to me too. So now Chris is pissed at Amy.
Yeah, he's super pissed at Amy.
Super pissed at Amy. And then Dr. Smith basically wants Tammy to see a new counselor who focuses on food addiction. And then Tammy admits in her little talking head, like, I might need a therapist. Yeah, honey.
Yeah.
I think you do.
Which
not trying to be rude. I think it would help.
I don't know. But we've known Tammy needs therapy from like episode 1.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you do, babe. I think it would be beneficial. I don't think it could hurt you. That's what I'm thinking. That's what
at this point, it's kind of like a salad. It's not going to hurt you. You should just try it. You should try it.
You should just try it. And then the doctor wants her to walk 75 steps a day.
Yeah, and she was at 200 before she left rehab.
Yeah, 75 steps a day, I think, is me walking across my house once.
I know, that's what I was. Well, yeah, you have a big house. You have a nice house.
It's not big. It's long.
It is. Every time I have to go to the bathroom, I'm like, oh, is it worth it to walk across the block?
It's a door away from
it's so
freaking bathroom.
No, because you and I are normally in the kitchen whenever I'm up there.
Oh, yeah. That's the one thing that sucks is that both of the bathrooms are together
on the other side.
On the other side of the house. Yeah.
So it's like, I'll just pee my pants. It's fine. I don't want to walk that far.
It's not that far. It's not that far.
It's so far.
But she needs to walk 75 steps and lose 25 pounds in a month, which Gemini said is not that hard.
No, not for her. She just need to lay off some stuff.
Yeah, literally. Because like I said earlier, so Gemini, which I gave her all the numbers and stuff, Gemini said that she should be burning 3,500 to 4,000 calories by just being alive. That's
crazy. This woman is clearly eating more than she should. And then she takes like that beep, beep. We really need to get that sound effect. Just throwing Amy under the bus again. Just like, well, it's not my fault. It's Amy's fault. It's all Amy's fault. It's like, it's not though.
Yeah.
And you're only blaming Amy because you can't blame Phillip, because if you blame Phillip right now, your brother will lose his stuff.
Yeah. I don't know why because we'll get into it when we talk about the next episode, but Chris believes her that this is Amy's fault.
Oh, yeah. No, he 100% is like, okay, well, I got to talk.
Which is stupid because have you not ever met Tammy? She's manipulative and a fucking liar.
Yeah. I don't know why he immediately is like, oh, okay, so Amy's bringing you this. Okay. Well, because I'm sure
like Amy's forcing it down your throat. No.
I'm sure in his head, he's thinking Amy's too lazy to cook dinner for Tammy, so she's bringing her burgers instead. It's like, and it
makes me mad.
Which don't get me wrong. I just said Amy was lazy, and after her cleaning, like,
well, she is, but I don't think
she's that lazy.
I don't think she's that lazy. But back to Amy. Now we're talking about her. Back to her house. So she's crying. This is when she's crying to the organizers about how, like, she got bullied online because of the video with the flying roaches all over it that everyone's seen.
It come out of her stove. Also, they were showing
also. It's engagement, right?
Yeah. I mean,
supposed to help.
It's supposed to help, I guess, but yeah.
I don't know. There was one on the camera.
Yeah.
During that YouTube video.
The one on the camera was the grossest one. I was like, there's no way you're not seeing that.
Because did you not see her? She looked like she saw it, but was trying to decide if we saw it. There's like, God. We saw it.
No, the one in the stove and the one on the camera, I was like, girl. And you're making food? Yeah. Like, no. Just
but I mean, like, that's just reality for people. I don't know.
Yeah.
But she says that people were hating on her really hard with the YouTube video and it broke her. And then TLC is this is when they did it.
Bad.
They're so messy because as Amy is literally crying.
Like, ugly crying. Yeah.
Ugly crying about how the bugs are so embarrassing for her. A bug is on the wall and TLC just shifts the focus to the bug. Yeah, and back to Amy's face, and it's like, oh my God, you guys are dicks.
I lost it. Like, I don't know who was doing camera work this day, but apparently Amy was a dick to them that day. And they're like, bug, back to you. Like, I feel like anybody else would be
are
like,
you guys seeing this?
let's zoom in on Amy's face. Like, oh, she's so sad. This is so embarrassing. She must have done something to this cameraman. He was like,
that person probably is just tired of like, I don't know how other people feel. I'm sure I feel like it's probably pretty normal. But if I like see a bug, I feel creepy crawly all day until I've taken a shower. So I feel like if you worked in her house, you would probably be like, I need a head to toe, like hazmat clean.
I mean, I think that's like, just how that makes sense to me, because anytime that I go, like, even, I don't know, like, I love going to like the park and stuff like that, but like ants and stuff like that, I'm still like, well, I need to take a shower because there's
creepy
bugs.
crawly feeling.
Like ticks and bugs and roaches and stuff. It's like, I just want to take a shower.
Even if I didn't see a bug, if I'm outside for too long, I get like this like overwhelming, like dirty, buggy feeling.
Yeah, it's just nice. Except for at Disney, where it's always clean.
It's always clean at Disney, except for I'm gonna be sweating my ass off.
Yeah, it's gonna be so hot. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be so hot.
I'm so excited.
Mom's gonna request a box fan, so you're gonna have to get over it.
So that's okay. I also heard that I get the bed that's already made too, and you guys have to get the pull-out.
You do. So. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, because Mom said, because I don't want to look at your chaos all week. I was like, all right, rude.
Oh, because she doesn't want to have to sort out your bed to put it up every day?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I've said in earlier episodes, Summer sleeps like a rat. So she makes a little nest and just has a bunch of shit in her bed.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's just happy in her little hovel.
Mom said that you could sleep with me though if you want to sleep in the regular bed. I'm fine with that if you want to.
You are 1 billion fucking degrees. Do not touch me. I don't want anything to do with you.
I don't.
Because you're a cuddler. Don't touch me.
I love to cuddle. I love to cuddle. But that's why I have to make a nest so that way I can cuddle pillows. If you were there, I wouldn't have to make a nest. I could cuddle you.
You would, because you would. I would be drenched in sweat, and then I'd come out swinging.
Yep.
Stop touching me.
You would be like, you didn't hit our sweet cousin when she slept with you and tried to touch you.
Because she's 13, so her and I shared a bed when we went to Disney, and you could not get used to it. One night, she stabbed me in the fucking leg all night long with her toenails, and I kept reaching down and pushing her foot down, and then she immediately stabbed me again. I did not sleep at all with that little girl. She stabbed me the whole time, and then another time, she just, because I don't like to be touched, she chased me like a reverse clock all the way across the bed until I had nothing. And she's tiny. She literally had her pillow on the left edge of my pillow by the end of the bed and her legs all the way on her side. So I just got out of bed and went to Mom's bed.
You're like, I'm not sleeping with this child.
I think maybe I got like 2.5 to 3 hours that entire week every night, because she slept weird every day.
Yeah, no,
it was never the same weird.
Mom has pictures of like her bottom touching you, and then one where it looks like she is laid out horizontally instead of vertically in the bed.
It's like the one time I slept with our nephew when Jacob's wife had to have her like an appendectomy, and I woke up and he was like, at midnight he was by my head, at 1 he was like this, and it was just like a clock until 6 o'clock, and his head was all the way down there, and then I woke up at 7 and he was right back in my face again. And I was just like, I don't know what's happening.
It's like, can you just stay still?
Anyway, I'm not sleeping with you. You're terrible.
Fair enough.
Mom can sleep with you though. I would love my own bed.
I don't think Mom wants to sleep with me either, she said.
No one does.
Because Mom says that she would. I think Mom has to keep the bed made, and I can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. And you also are going to put socks and stuff in the bed. Anyway, what are we doing? Anyway, all right.
Chaotic.
So we'll talk to you guys next week. Next week we're doing season 3, episode 5, Push Too Far. Chris comes down on Amy for enabling Tammy, and the family worries Tammy's new boyfriend is leading her down the wrong path.
He is. Spoiler. We all know that.
He is.
Duh.
Yeah, and the Chris coming down on Amy is like literally 5 minutes of the episode. But
yeah, I wish it was longer, but it's not. But okay.
It's not her fault.
No, but I mean, I like seeing Chris angry, and after he gets angry at Amy, he immediately turns all that rage onto Tammy, and it's kind of
nice. Because he's like, oh, we'll talk about it next time.
Yeah,
okay.
We'll talk about
All right. We'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Right, bye.
Seasoned sisters, they're not quite 1,000.